Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayinawa, Yahweh, Ahad, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, 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 Bahasham, Rakakwadash, Kahalayim La, Allahayinawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, Kahalayim La, Allahayinawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. All praise to our power, our Father, Yahweh, in the name Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honor to our teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops, Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessed to the elect, the house of David, as well as the other members of the elect, outside of the 144,000, the different men, women, and little ones, little boys and little girls, whom Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is going to have mercy on this time, whoever you may be. All right. I pray and hope this is edifying. You know, the goal of these videos is that they're edifying. The goal is edification. Because if you're not learning anything, then there's a problem. All right. We're here to teach you. You're here to learn. All right. And, you know, basically just got off the job, and I was doing some meditating all day. And this has been a topic that's been on my spirit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's been on my spirit, you know, for a while, actually. Every once in a while I'll mention this, but it's been far more on my spirit today. And you know, the Lord, he brings us full circle. See, us coming into this truth, this the beginning of his omnipotency. We're witnessing the beginning of his power, because the Heavenly Father, he's all about his power, man. All right. But, you know, just doing some pondering earlier in the spirit, and, you know, spirit had me thinking about the beloved Elder YaSharWanBa's vision, a dream he had a while back. And, you know, you got to excuse me, man. I'm basically at, you know, at Wally World. You know, I'm at Walmart, but I'm parked, you know, a far distance away. I'm not right in front of the store, you know, but I'm within the vicinity though. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically at Walmart, but I'm in the cut. You know, I want to find somewhere where I can get some good reception. You know, so here I am doing the video. But you know, just speaking in the spirit, I was thinking about the beloved Elder YaSharWanBa vision he had, and he had this vision, and the year, it was a while back when he had this vision. You know what I'm saying? This vision, it's an older vision the elder had. You know, it may have been in 2017, 2016. You know, if he tunes in, he can mention the exact date, all right, of when he had the vision. All right, but I'm remembering as best as I can. Okay. But yeah, man, we'll get into this, man. Once again, I pray this edifying. Only reason why I'm mentioning this, because it's been hitting me hard a lot today. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe the Lord can bring you full circle, because it's something he said in that vision that reminded me of what the Lord is doing with us. All right. Before I get into the elder's vision, you know, can the brother get the book of the prophet Joel, the 2nd chapter? You know, Joel chapter 2, and you know, y'all know where it's at. And you know, the water, YaSharWanBa, to you beloved brothers tuning in. You know, shalom to the elder brother Manat Zaqan, if he's still there. And shalom to the rest of you brothers, Tribe of Ephraim, House of Joseph, different brothers, Bayan Yasharala, etc. Okay. But yeah, Bible Shaf, brother can get Joel the 2nd chapter, and then we're gonna go into the Elder's Vision. And once again, only reason why I'm mentioning this, because the Lord will show you, he will show you things that he'll show he'll show someone else. He'll reveal something to you that he showed to another brother, and then when it hits you, you like, oh man, shit, like this is happening to me right now, But also what's getting ready to happen. See, while Jake is out here playing games, they have no idea what the Heavenly Father's about to do, man. All right, and here we go. This is by the beloved elder brother Manat Zaqan ate the water, bro. Joel chapter 2 verse 28. A4, baby, Joel 2:28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. Let me read that part again. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And that's happening now. Okay? And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit of what's getting ready to happen, man. Okay? And it cannot be stressed enough. The importance of what's getting ready to happen. Everything we know and see is about to be changed, man. All right? Drastically. So, we're going to get into this, man. I pray it's edifying once again. And this is like a fourth response, you could say, in the spirit, because oftentimes I'll mention the vision he had, him and the brother Dark Matter Yahweh, because the dreams they had reminded me of a dream I had. But see, today, the reason why Elder YaSharWanBa dream hit me in the face so hard today is because things is manifesting now. See, things is happening now. It's not like we just talking and we ain't seeing things. Like, nah, things is happening. Basically, dealing with the elder's vision, it revolved around Jacob's trouble, man. Okay? Dealing with the brother Dark Matter Yahweh's dream. And if he's there, he can mention his name, Salakia. I'm not very good with names, so, hey, forgive me, brother, but if you there, you can mention your Hebrew name. But the vision Elder YaSharWanBa had and the vision that brother had reminded me of a vision I had. All right. And I had that particular dream or vision in 2020. And I remember because that's when, the whole C19 thing hit. And during that time I had left my job, my old job I had, like, a lot of things have changed since then. But a lot of things happened around that time. Around that time. I'm speaking too damn fast. A lot of things happened around that time. All right, in 2020. All right. Which, dealing with 2020, people even use that, for example, if you're getting your eyes checked, 2020, that means, your vision is clear. So we pretty much seen an inkling, or the Lord gave us insight to what he's about to do, dealing with what he did in 2020. When the whole C19 thing happened, because the Lord pretty much shut the world down around that time. But anyway, the beloved Elder YaSharWanBa, he had a vision. It may be like 2016, 2017. Maybe it was older than that. If the elder's there, he could say the exact year of when he had that dream. Basically, he had a dream that all hell broke loose. And you Israelites was caught in the thick of it. Basically, a lot of you Jakes that was playing games, you got hit hard in Jacob's trouble. You, your families, your wives that you just so love so goddamn much. Ain't nothing wrong with you loving your wife, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I said it like that because Jake put that on the forefront. When, you know, you even have one of the tenets of the art of war, know your enemy, know yourself, right? You think Esau Edom don't know that? Esau Edom knows that Jake love their families. And see, we coming to a time when anything you love and hold dear to you is going to be used against you. Now, for brothers that have been fortifying themselves in the faith, y'all going to be all right, man. But these Jakes have been playing games. They going to get hit, all right? Now, you know, Jake know my occupation. You know, I'm a damn bus driver down here in Jackson. And Spirit had it to where I can't make this up. I saw IUIC them today. Which, you know, we'll see them from time to time, any damn way, in different parts of Jackson, you know. You know, IUIC, they pretty much got branches of their organization throughout the states, just like Great Millstone does, just like ISUPK does, etc. You know, Sakari and them, you know, the One Westers, you know, we're pretty much everywhere. But, you know, I saw IUIC them today. I didn't exchange words with them. I was just doing my job. You know, I was, you know, driving, but I pretty much had to, I had to make an emergency stop, but the Lord had it to where I had to stop the bus at a bus stop right next to them while they was teaching. Which, you know, some of them may have, you know, knew me, some probably not. But it was the same men that were talking shit about me when I had my encounter with them. You know, at that one championship game that Jackson State had. The same individuals was there at this spot. And I ain't say nothing to them. You know, I saw them. You know, it was what it was. There's nothing really to say. But I remember one of those cats, the main speaker, basically, when we had our little exchange at that championship game, basically the guy was talking shit about me because his whole spirit was I didn't have a wife and nigga, how you know? I can have a wife and you not know it. But see, we don't put that on the forefront like you cats, man. Because you want to put marriage and all this stuff on the forefront. But long story short, you know, as I'm making this stop, the main speaker, like, you know, the main guy that, you know, talking shit about me, he was there. But some of the same men that was with him, they were there too. Like I said, I ain't say nothing to him, anything like that. But dealing with this particular job that the Lord gave me, you know, I see a lot of Jakes with their families, man. And what I'm seeing is that, you know, hey, Israel, although we cursed, we still family oriented, even if Jake's families are broken up, you know. But going back to the elder YaSharWanBa's vision, he saw Jake and their families being tortured, man. All right. See, the Lord know how to hit Jake where it fucking hurt, man. He gonna hit you where it hurt. Cause you know, while y'all talking shit about us and us here at Great Millstone, we the bum camps, we this, we that, you know, you accuse us of you know, doing particular things where it's been found out among your own that have came out with it, the things you accuse us of, y'all guilty of actually doing that, you know. But I'm only mentioning IUIC them. I saw them today, wasn't a big deal. I ain't say nothing to them, they ain't say nothing to me. But I think a few of them cats recognized it was me though. Because when we had our exchange during that championship game, I had my damn work clothes on. So I know some of the cats knew it was me. But that's okay. You know, but I'm gonna say this, man. IUIC and them have a lot of blood on their hands because I have a few, I'm gonna say clients, you know, a few passengers I have to pick up, and I pick them up on a regular. And you know, it's you know, a Jake family, basically. I ain't gonna, you know, say too much about them. But one of them, you know, the man among them, he follows IUIC. You know, I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But I'm gonna just say, IUIC, you got a lot of fucking blood on your hands, man. You know, because of your ass, a lot of Jake took the juice. You know, and a lot of Jake gonna take that charisma because of you, man. But dealing with the vision that elder YaSharWanBa had to stay on point. A lot of Jakes got tortured in that vision, man. Same vision the brother Dark Matter Yahweh had. And it's a horrible fucking feeling when your ass is hauled off to the nearest concentration camp and there's a fucking Edomite scientist, you know, with a damn white suit on and some rubber gloves that loves men and he loves little boys and he gets off on torturing Israelites. A lot of Jake gonna have to deal with that because the vision Elder YaSharWanBa had, in so many words, he saw your babies getting tortured. Your little ones, man. And this job, which, to be honest, which I hate to, you know, come off emotional and shit like that, you know, but it's me to a degree. You know, ultimately we got to man up, you know what I'm saying? But I really didn't want this job because I don't like seeing Jake suffer. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I didn't want this job. But, you know, the Lord, he brought me back to the damn job, you know? To be honest, like, hey, one of these days, because I don't only drive the big bus, I do the bus where you gotta, it's called paratransit, where you pretty much pick up Jakes that have infirmities. Like, you know, I pick up Jake that's real sick, man. All right? If you saw this stuff, you would fucking, you would cry too. You know what I'm saying? I pick up Jake that's fucked up, man. All right? Like, that's why I didn't want the job. Because I hated seeing that shit. You know? Jake, like, they got real, like, the infirmities you read about in the scriptures, I see that. And it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, ultimately, you know, I had to man up, you know, because the Lord brought me back to the job. I left, but he brought my ass right back to it. You know? But dealing with the Elder YaSharWanBa vision, he saw Israelites getting tortured, them, they families, they babies. And with this particular job, you know, I see Jake families a lot, especially these little ones. And the Lord got it to where there's a lot of spirits that are back on the earth right now, you know? And hey, as much as Jake loved baby making, you know, hey, because we that nation, you know? Hey, Jake is fruitful, right? But see, we not in the time of making babies like that because you don't want to be caught in the hospital during this time. Even when the whole world shut down in 2020, during the whole see you know what thing, you didn't want to be one of those Jakes that was up in them hospitals, man. Well, guess what? The Lord really gonna shut this thing down. And I'm not too far from a Walmart. And we believe, you know, we speculate in the spirit, a lot of these Walmarts are gonna be made into concentration camps. Now we'll see how about Shop plays it out. But the Elder YaSharWanBa's vision to me brought a spirit of mercy, because the reason why the Lord has men have these visions is to warn your ass, to warn you, because he about to do it. And just because it doesn't happen instantly when it's said to you does not mean that it's not going to happen. You know? But he saw Jake's babies being tortured, man. And that's a horrible thing for y'all to witness. But I'm gonna see what else we got. I'll get another precept or two. I see the elder had put up Acts as well. You know? And real quick, I'm gonna get this by GMS Yawadazabon Yahawada. All right. And I'm gonna just get to the point, bro, because, you know, my mind racing, because I really want to get to the elder's vision as in depth as I can. All right. To link it to Dark Matter Yahweh's vision and also a vision I had. All right. But this is Sirach 36:12. Oh Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by your name, Israel. And upon Israel, there we go, whom you have named your firstborn, his chosen nation. You know, with a spiritual, you know, the elder YaSharWanBa, well, his name YaSharWan, well, it goes back to the Hebrew, well, the nickname for Israel was YaSharWan. We had different nicknames, you know, for our nation, you know, like to Zion, and YaSharWan. YaSharWan means the first or the chosen. Okay, Zion means monument. You know, to Zion one. But basically, we need mercy, man. Okay, coming into this time, you know, because you know Jake had his mindset. You know, we can have fun in the truth. We ain't in the time to be thinking like that, man. You in the time of hoping that the Lord had mercy on you, because that vision was not pleasant, man. That vision to me came off as very real, man. That's why I'm talking about it. God damn it, the vision he had, the vision that the brother Dark Matter Yahweh had. Like I said, if that brother's there, he could say his Hebrew name, you know. So Salaki, bro, because you know I'm not good with names, but if he's there, he could say his name, you know. But those two visions remind me of a vision I had, and I'm gonna get this in Acts real quick, you know, by the elder Manat Zaqan. Okay, which goes back to what the brother had posted in Joel. This is Acts chapter 2, verse 19. We'll start at verse 17. Acts 2 and 17. And it should come to pass in the last days, of Edom's world, saith the Heavenly Father. You're right, he said it. I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh. The Israelites. But heathens can have visions too, but especially our people, you know. It stands to reason we will have those visions the most because we're his people. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams dealing with the end. Dreams about the end. And I got to quote the beloved elder Apostle Gabar. There's nothing left, bro. There is nothing left. I just said one damn song earlier, you know, which I love the elder spirit, man, the elder Apostle spirit, because he likes music. He likes good music. But I was listening to that one song, Take Me Home Tonight. Like, man, bro, we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. You know, because you get tired of being in this hell that we in, you know. Now it stands to reason the apostles, they definitely should feel like that because they've been in the truth longer, you know. But you listen to that song, Take Me Home Tonight, and we feel like that. We ready to go home, all right? We ready to go home, man. But hey, these dreams y'all having, it's about the end. Like the Apostle Gabar be saying, there's nothing left but destruction. Like, I mean, what else is there left? Oh, speaking about the elder YaSharWanBa again, and he put up a video. They have drug paraphernalia, fucking candy machines, man. You know, they got drug paraphernalia vending machines. Bro, you really think our Heavenly Father gonna let this shit keep going? You crazy, nigga? The Lord getting ready to destroy this place, man. There's nothing left. You know, there's nothing left but for the Lord to destroy this place. Now let's read on. And on my servants, who are his servants, the prophets. You know, the beloved elder YaSharWanBa is a prophet. I believe you're a prophet. And you got the brother Dark Matter Yahweh, you know, and you had these other beloved brothers, you know, and even few sisters. With some of them, they bugging out. You know, you had that one Manessite chick, and I thought she was cool, man, but she started bugging out over the whole harlot thing, which, you know, it's sad, but the average woman is a harlot, so you can get over that shit. What's that, Amos 7 and 17? You know, but that woman, she had a beautiful vision of the kingdom, but she started tweaking, you know. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, our people are having visions about the end. We're in the end times. Okay? And they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath. There we go. Blood and fire and vapors of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. Yeah, signs in the heavens. You know, a solar eclipse, a blood moon. You know, a lunar eclipse, etc. Etc. All right. So these things will happen before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Before the Lord come back. And we ain't seen nothing yet, baby. Like, hey, when the Lord really get down, man, oh boy, we gonna see some things, man, in these last days. And it shall come to pass that whosoever, we used to bring this out a lot, you know, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. And the next verse, if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while since I read it, I remember, you know, when I was in Chicago, Elder Malcolm would bring it out a lot. Ye men of Israel, hear these words, you know? Ye men of Israel, hear these words. So this is 5 people, okay? But let's see. I'll get another script, man. We're gonna go back to the point, all right? We'll get one more. We're gonna go back to the point. All right, this is by Healing Sounds. All right, Daniel, the book of the prophet Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And it shall, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the time of Jacob's trouble. We need divine intervention, brothers. You have all these visions of babies being tortured. Do you know how horrible that is? We live under a people that get off on destroying innocence. Now to balance it out, you know, scriptures tell us in the book of the man of the Most High, Job, whoever perished being innocent. So even if something happens to a toddler or an infant, the spirit in that body isn't innocent because that person has lived before. But just the spirit of these people, man, the spirit of Esau, Edom, they do not care. Well, they follow the spirit of Canaan. Because they model themselves after them goddamn Hamites. That's where they get that's where they get the majority of their esoteric you know, knowledge and wisdom from. They get it from Ham. Okay? And you read in what's that, Wisdom of Solomon? Is it the 12th chapter? But it speaks about those old inhabitants of our land, those goddamn Canaanites. The reason why we was justified in getting that land, first of all, going back to what, you know, our forefather Noah said, you know, cursed be Canaan, but also what them fucking Hamites would do. And it said about them, scripture said how they are merciless murderers of children. We under a people, hey, they really do all those different things them videos talk about. Them ain't just some goddamn videos. Videos that deal with adrenochrome and them torturing babies. They really doing that shit, nigga. That ain't no joke. You know, people that get off on torturing someone while they're living. You know, they bleeding out slowly. You know, the whole concept of a vampire, you know, somebody drinking blood, that's these people, man. You know, especially dealing with babies. All right. Eating of pineal glands. And you got to think who would come up with that type of shit. But these are the devil. They're the devil, man. You ain't supposed to try to like figure that shit out. You know, they're the wicked. And the whole point, going back to the elder YaSharWanBa's vision, he saw babies being tortured in these camps, man. Once again, I'm not too far from a Walmart. Down here we call it Wally World, you know. But we believe, you know, through the spirit, they may use these different Walmarts as concentration camps. And it makes sense. There's even videos out there showing you how basically it's not difficult for them to move certain shelves. And, you know, because a lot of those different shelves they got, you know, you can just lock them up and just move everything like into the center, or you can move it into a corner. And Walmart can be used to hold a large capacity of people. It's not difficult. Shit ain't hard, you know? And they may even use it for a chipping center. I mean, we'll see how the Lord plans it, you know? We'll see how the Lord does it. But basically, man, I guess you could say this is our own location. GMS at Walmart, you know? I'm joking, but basically, the elder YaSharWanBa's vision showed how the game plan gonna fucking stop, man. All right? But the reason why I mentioned this vision, another reason, once again, I saw IUIC them today. They all big on family. And they hate our ass. You know, and why y'all hate us? Which we don't care. But we don't do nothing to you. All we do is teach. But something is wrong with your leaders. See, Bishop Nathaniel despises the beloved elder apostle Tahar. And he despises the other elder apostles, which he was all smiles when he saw the beloved elder apostle Rakah, you know. He was all smiles then. But you see Nate, well now the command, excuse me, I keep saying Bishop. You see the commanding general Nathaniel. It's as if he never had an encounter with the beloved elder apostle Rakayala, But he despises elder apostle heart, and I believe through the spirit is by envy, man. It's because of envy. That's what I personally believe. I mean, you can decide on your own. But nonetheless, I saw IUIC them again today. We'll see them from time to time, but today to me they stood out because if I had things my way, I wouldn't even been at work and I would have been with my brothers today, But Spirit had it to where I had to work, and I came across the same cats that were talking shit about me at that Jack State game. I know some of them recognize me, but the only reason why I'm mentioning y'all, because y'all made fun of me because in your mind, I don't got a family, or you don't see me with my wife. I'm not around y'all, around your camp with my wife and my little ones and this and that. But we coming into a time when that's about to be used against our people. And I'm gonna say this: us here at Great Millstone, we're not against family. Beloved brothers have families, man. It's just that we don't put that on the forefront. But once again, mentioning the art of war, know your enemy, know yourself. Esau, Edom, know you Jakes love your families. And they gonna get off dealing with you Jakes and your families in these camps. Because some of you Jakes that are wicked and that have came up against our leadership, and y'all came up against us, a lot of y'all gonna be tortured in these damn camps in front of your family. Or you gotta watch your family being tortured in front of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Once again, a fucking sick, demented Edomite scientist that's a fucking pedophile, all right? With this white trench coat or, rubber gloves on, that's just, he eyeballing you, he eyeballing your son. That's what Jay got to deal with out here, bro. Because the brother Dark Matter YaSharWanBa, he mentioned in the vision he had, which reminded me of the vision the beloved YaSharWanBa had, that made me think about the dream I had in 2020 when I was in Baton Rouge. Okay? And it ain't pretty, man. Because I was in a damn camp, and I can't make this shit up. Now, it may happen, it may not happen. But what's the old saying? We hope for the best, but you expect the worst. Because some of us, we're going to be locked up in camps. But the difference, we're expecting it if it happens. You hope for the best and you expect the worst. Now, the brother Dark Matter YaSharWanBa, of the vision he had, because the brother, he may have had, other dreams as well. But he did, he spoke about this one in a lesson. He saw Jake in a camp, in particular Israelite babies. And I'm not sure if he gave the age range, but he said these babies they was babies. He was like, they were very young. They were in diapers, all right? They were in a room. And this Edomite came in with this white coat on and some gloves. I think he said the Edomite had glasses on or something. But it reminded me of the same fucking devil I saw in my dream. But basically, this guy, this Edomite scientist devil, walked in that room with them babies in that brother vision, and he had a chainsaw. And he started ripping babies in half in front of these other babies to strike fear in those babies and toddlers. I want to say he said toddlers was in the room too. And the brother said immediately after he had that vision, the brother Dark Matter YaSharWanBa, if you there, brother, Bible Shah, if you can mention your Hebrew name, if you there, But the brother said when he woke up from that vision, instantly he prayed that brothers get spiritual power, because he said that vision was not pleasant. That vision felt very real, man. And in Elder YaSharWanBa vision, to go back to Elder YaSharWanBa, he had a vision of babies being tortured, man. And you grown ass men that talk shit about us. A lot of you niggas stretched out on a fucking table with your fucking toes cut off, your fingers cut off, You know? That one movie, what's that fucking movie? You got what's that guy? And excuse me, man, I'm a movie buff. You know, me and the elder Malcolm, we used to mention movies a lot. Clockwork Orange. There's a movie called Clockwork Orange. I want to say the director is Stanley Kubrick, the same man responsible for the movie Eyes Wide Shut. And the movie Clockwork Orange was basically all about violence. They showed you how Esau Edom studied violence. Okay? Yeah. They study violence, man. And they gotta be something about these movies because they even show you on the fucking cover of that movie. The main character, basically, he's doing the pyramid, well, he has the pyramid over his eye. You know? With some type of Egyptian symbol, reminding me of Polite or something. You know? But the movie Clockwork Orange, very good movie. But they show you how that same damn devil, he himself, I want to say he was tortured in that movie. He himself, he got off on violence. He was around these different Edomite teenagers. I want to say that maybe they was in London. Been a while since I've seen the movie, you know? But they got off on beating people up. The movie called Clockwork Orange, you know? But that's what we're dealing with, brothers. We're dealing with a man of violence. What's that? Is it Psalm 73? Violence covereth them as a garment. And that's why you got to thank, the Wadi Yahweh Shemiah Shai for the remnant. Because if the Lord didn't have an elect reserve, man, everybody will be through, you know? But for the elect's sake, these days are going to be shortened, brothers. But the movie Clockwork Orange, they showed you how these people study violence. You got the movie Conspiracy Theory starring Mel Gibson. It came out in the early 90s. I want to say Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts. All right? But the movie's called Conspiracy Theory. And they even showed you in the beginning of that movie, because it's called Conspiracy Theory, right? And a nigga want to make fun of us because we conspiracy theorists, right? They showed you, basically, he was a cab driver, or like a taxi driver. But basically, in the very beginning of that movie, in the intro of that movie, Mel Gibson's character started speaking about the charagma. He started speaking about the C-hip. I can't make this shit up, man. Watch the movie for yourself. Conspiracy Theory, starring Mel Gibson. All right? But there's a scene in that movie, because basically, we're the crazy guys, right? Like, you know, a motherfucker just think we crazy. Something wrong with us. But I pray, man. I hope and I pray we the prophets, man. Because somebody got to be the prophets that's here. But basically, in the movie Conspiracy Theory, they had Mel Gibson's character tied up to a damn chair, his eyeballs, you know, or his eyelids pulled up, and he was being being indoctrinated or re-educated to not think the way that he was thinking, because basically he was right the whole time, you know. Hey, they even got a part of the soundtrack of that movie. What's that chick, Lauryn Hill? Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. You know, she got a song part of the, you know, the soundtrack. But this thing is very real, brothers. And the higher ups know it. You know, the wicked leader Edom, they know it. The Lord got them doing it. Mentioning conspiracy theory. Beginning that movie, he mentioned different conspiracies that are real. And he mentioned the C-hip. You know? And he was like, before you know it, they're going to be wanting to put these things in us. He was talking about the charagma. Watch the fucking movie. And for you niggas that don't believe that, the Lord is going to room 101 your ass. All right? That movie, what's that, 1984? Our apostles used to mention that movie a lot. You know? But you got the end of that movie, which is based off a book. A lot of Jake had to read that book in high school. You know, 1984. You know, by George Orwell, which I want to say that's not even his real name. You know? But I want to say it was wrote around the time of World War II, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, to be honest, he was forecasting what's going to happen now. See, there wasn't no damn book or movie. See, a lot of these different things you look at as entertainment is really based off what's going to really happen. The wicked lead of Edom, they call it a revelation of the method. You know? You have a term that's called hidden in plain sight. You know? Predictive programming. All right? Because they really going to do this shit. Or you have, what's this author? This guy, man, he had a speech at UC Berkeley. I mentioned from time to time Aldous Huxley. But he wrote the book, A Brave New World. All right? And he even gave a speech at Berkeley. He was speaking about the charagma in so many words. The brain C-hip, which is now been legalized by the FDA. All right? Neuralink is legal now. All right? But for you Israelites that don't believe it, watch the movie 1984. That one scene where Winston, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's his name. Been watching, you know, watch the movie. But the main character, he was basically tortured at the end of the movie because he knew too fucking much. All right, and they basically had these rats in a cage, and they kept releasing the latch, where the rat or the rats will get closer and closer to his face, to where eventually they would claw his eyes out. And if you don't think these people would do some shit like that to you, you actually, well, I mean, there's nothing more that we can tell you. These same people put us in slavery. They did everything they did to us during the time of the Greco-Roman period up until now. So if you don't think they'll do this to you, then whatever, man. All right? But all these different movies, you know, they show you. I'm bringing it back home to the main point of this video, but I'm thinking about different movies right now revolving around the C-hip, the charagma. All right? Famous damn actor. Y'all love this ninja, you know, which he's a hell of an actor. But Denzel, you know, movie Safe House. He got the charagma put up in him. And the movie Safe House. Same man. I'm thinking about, you know, brainwashing, you know, or re-educating. Let's use the term that they use, because these concentration camps, like I said, I'm not too far from Walmart. These different concentration camps are going to be used as re-education centers. They want to feed you with the philosophies of the NWO. The main thing, they want you to take that C-hip. They want to scare you, use psychological warfare to make you take that charagma. But Denzel played in Safe House and played in that damn movie Manchurian Candidate. In Manchurian Candidate, they showed you that he had the charagma in that damn movie. Here it is, you have a prominent actor, an A-list actor, Denzel. Everybody loves some damn Denzel, right? He a hell of an actor. But the Most High is a hell of a movie director, you know? And hey, what the Most High put together is way greater than Denzel acting, all right? But that actor, Denzel, he played in 2 films where he had the charagma, okay? Or Willie Smith. What's that movie? Is it Gemini Man? But I know it's 1 or 2 films where Will Smith, he got the charagma. All these fucking movies, people got the charagma. Casino Royale, you know, James Bond got the charagma. Demolition Man, Sylvester Stallone, charagma. You know, what's that? Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence, you know, the whole crowd, you know, Hunger Games. People got the charagma as a tracking device. You know, and they show you too, man. Like the future, you know, this time, like, you know, it's very fucking weird, man. Like, you know, movies like Hunger Games and In Time with Justin Timberlake. You know, Fifth Element with I want to say it's the name of the movie. You know, Chris Tucker and Who is that? Damn, what's his name? Very famous actor. Bill something. Bill or Will. Damn, what's his name? Live to Die Another Day. I forget his name, bro. Which he played in the movie recently down here not too long ago. You know? Die Hard. Y'all know the guy. You know what I'm saying? But Enemy of the State was a very good movie. Manchurian Candidate was a very good movie. Oh, Salaki, man, I was way off. I'm saying Bill. Bruce Willis, that's his name. You know? But Fifth Element. They show you in these different films, like the future is very weird, man. You know? The future. What's there? It's another film too. A film where people are basically committing cannibalism. But they're on a train. You know? It's a film where people are on a train, you know? If brother can, they can mention that movie if y'all know what I'm talking about. But we in a very bad time, brothers. It's about to get bad out here, man. You know? They don't just come out with these movies. But yeah, at the Water Brothers, yeah, the actor's name is Bruce Willis, you know? Several brothers that put it up, you know? But yeah, we're living in a very dystopian world. Dystopia is the opposite of utopia. Basically, the planet Earth is about to be hell, man. The NWO is going to be hell on Earth. Okay? That's the name of that damn movie. Snowpiercer. Ain't the Water Brothers. You know, it's called Snowpiercer. And also another good film is Equilibrium. And that's how you know it's spiritual. You know, which ultimately, you know, the Water Yahweh Shema Shai, the way the Lord has us think about these movies is off the top of the head. It show you it's all real. You know, fucking movies, man. They're showing you what they about to do. All right? They're showing you what they're about to do. But yeah. Okay? And to mention something else, the Water Brother, Total Recall. And I'm only bringing these up because think about these different beloved brothers' visions. I cannot help but think about how the Charagma is going to be a very big reality on the earth, while Esau Edom is doing what they're doing to Jake families, separating their families, because you got to think, which, by the way, that Benjaminite Jake said this to you, Commanding General Nathaniel, that Benjaminite Jake said it to you in y'all interview, how Jacob's trouble is going to eclipse slavery, and you act like he ain't say that. You act like you ain't heard that, and you act like you ain't lie in that interview. All right? But yeah, during slavery, Esau Edom was known for separating families. You think they're not going to do it again? You know? They're going to separate Jake's families again. Divide your families again. Y'all all going to different camps. It's going to be sick, bro. But, you know, we hope in the Lord's mercies. For you hopeful elect out there, you know, prayers are up, you know. Because different members of the elect have families, we understand that. But we in the time, we got to put our whole heart and faith in Yahweh Shem Shai for the Lord to work miracles. Because for those y'all that have been doing the work, the Lord ain't going to forget about y'all, man. You know? Know what I'm saying? And it's going to be looking bad out here, but the Lord got Jake, bro. Like, Spirit been telling us that. Brother's going to be good, bro. But for those of y'all that been gainsaying and talking shit, you got a deal. Like, you gonna be that nigga that reached in his pockets to act like he got some money and he pulling lint out, you know? Ain't no money in there. And you know it, nigga. Like, you know a guy that think he got some money in his pocket, he know good and goddamn well he don't got no money in his pocket. Ain't nothing but lint in there. You know, you reach in your pockets anyway just to pull some lint out. Basically, you're going to be the guys in Jacob's trouble with no answers because Yahweh Shai is the answer. Y'all don't believe in Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the solution. Y'all don't believe in the solution. Y'all want to come up with some shit in Babylon the Great when the victory's already written, man. You know, you want to fake a miracle. The miracle's written. YaSharWanBa. All right. But going back to these different movies, I'm thinking about these movies to link it with the brother's visions. Okay. A brother mentioned the movie Total Recall, which personally I like the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. His character had the brain charagma. Now in the remake, basically, what's that one guy that actor? He played in the movie Alexander Revisited. Basically, he played the character of Alexander the Greek, you know, but he also played in the new Total Recall. But in the new Total Recall, the man pretty much had the charagma in his hand because he used the charagma as a cell phone, but his cell phone was his hand. All right. See, the future is about to be very fucking weird, man. We already in a time when ninjas want to have sex with robots. Look that shit up. You know, you got people over there in Japan right now, Ammon land. You know, you got Ammonite men getting with robots, you know? The future is very dismal, you know? But the new Total Recall movie, the man got a charagma in his hand. He using the charagma as a cell phone. But in the original, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had the brain charagma. It was in his head. The way you know that, because the only way he could get it out, he had to use some tweezers to pull the charagma out of his nose. You know, from his brain, but through his nose. Okay? But Mission to Charagma, you know, we talking about those different movies. Okay? They show you that this is a very real thing in these movies, and we believe through the spirit that these different concentration camps is going to be used as charagma stations. You know? So for you Jakes that been playing games, well, we going to see. Because the whole thing is that YaSharWanBa is going to show you. See, it's going to come a point in time when the Lord going to pull his prophets back. Salakia. You know, Jake talking fast and whatnot. We're not polished when we teach, you know. But it's gonna come a time when Lord pull back his prophets. He gonna say it's enough. I'm done talking to you niggas. And boom, words jumping off the pages. Everything just gonna happen. All right. And it's gonna be sick. All right. Movies like Quarantine, because we believe bigger diseases are coming. See that whole C19, Crown Vicky Hickey, you know, that wasn't shit, man. The whole Juice World, that wasn't shit. That was a trial run for what they really gonna do. Okay? And when they do this thing, shit. Hey, like you know, Deacon Mayagala be saying, but wait, there's more. Because when they do this one, man, the fun and games gonna be over, brothers. We believe the next shutdown gonna be the real one, Lord willing. All right? And it's not gonna turn back, man. It's not gonna go back to what you think is normal. Cause this shit ain't normal. And ever since the Lord had that thing happen in 2020, the world ain't been the same. Here it is, you watch the damn talk show, the whole crowd, the studio audience got fucking face masks on. You know, Eve got her own talk show. You know, the whole crowd got face masks on. Like, man, come on, Jake. You really think this shit going back to normal? Here it is, you will see a grown ass man, and I was laughing, you know, during you know, during that time, y'all was laughing too. Don't act like you weren't laughing. You will see this tall ass 6'3" Jake or Edomite. He running in a store. He gotta run or walk back to his car. He probably running back to his car to get that damn face mask. You know, you a grown ass man, but they treating you like a kid, you know? Because everybody is subject to what's going on right now. Everybody, like, if you walk into these different places of business, you had to have a face mask on. You know? In some places, you had to have a certain certificate to show that you had that juice. Well, you know what? Guess what? Eventually, you're gonna have to have that mark. Because that wasn't the mark. There was a prelude to the mark. All right? Well, bringing it back home to Brother's Visions. They gonna put their charagma in you Jake's families. For those of y'all that don't believe, all right, that mock this message. And some of y'all gonna take that charagma, but they gonna be torturing your families in front of you, man. All right. So it behoove you to take heed. So let me read something else. Yeah, hey, the water, bro. That's the actor's name. And the new Total Recall, excuse me, and the new Total Recall. That actor is Colin Farrell. Hey, the water, bro. Okay, this is by Healing Sounds, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. And we need mercy, man. Okay? You see the number 4 a lot? 4 mean mercy, man. Yahweh. And the 4th character in the Hebrew, that's a da. A dalaf, the door. Yahweh is the door, man. We need mercy. And he's the only way out of this situation. To not take the charagma. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, the word of his suffering, the prophecies. I also will keep or protect you. Hey, what's that? Psalm 121? Right? Psalm 121, man. You know, hey, mercy, man. Okay? I also will protect you from the hour of temptation. The charagma, nigga. Protect us from the charagma, which the majority of people on the planet gonna take. Which shall come upon all the world in the oikoumene sense, like the beloved El Pastor Harvey saying, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And since we on the topic, we're gonna get back into the visions in a minute. Gotta speak about it. Let's talk. Can the brother Baba Shah get the etymology of that word try? We're gonna go back to the etymology itself of that word try. You're gonna, Lord willing, if brother can get that word, but don't end right there. Get the word before that word, and get the word before that word, and basically it means to pierce. It means to pierce. All right? Because a nigga think that they think we just talking. They think this message ain't real, man. We gonna see. We gonna see how it turn out, man. All right? Because another thing too. Now, hey, Baba Shah, we'll get the scriptures. Revelation 13 and 18. Baba Shah. If brother can get that, and we can start at 16. But the point, we want to get verse 18. All right, I'm gonna show you why. But if brother can get the those words, Baba Shah brothers. Okay. Yeah, hey, anarchy, bro. The brother had mentioned Terminator 2, which Terminator showed a lot. And the same person, I want to say it's a woman, because the brother made mention of it in one of my last videos. The same woman that wrote the script for the movie The Matrix, she wrote the script for Terminator. How far out is that? How far out is that? And she doesn't get credit for it, But that's heavy, bro. The Lord is terrible, man. But they showed you a lot in Matrix, and they showed you a lot in Terminator 2. All right? But the brother spoke about in the opening credits, complete anarchy. I think about that movie Mad Max. I think about Batman. You had Dark Knight Rising, and I want to say the character is Bane. Bane means death, by the way. They show you, man. Hey, this shit, this gonna be sick, brothers, okay? The Lord gonna have a spirit on Edom where they not gonna play with you people, man. This the Lord's whooping stick. But also you got Dark Knight itself, the character, the Joker, and the interrogation scene when Bruce Wayne is talking to the Joker. Basically, the Joker said in so many words, in the future, everybody's gonna be like me. What does Jorah Salente say? Well, his famous quote, the journalist Jorah Salente, when people have nothing more to lose, they lose it. Okay? Because basically in the movie Dark Knight, Joker, basically, the character Joker, he was like, in the future, everybody's gonna be like me. All they need is a little push to, go over the edge, basically, to pretty much become crazy. There's gonna be a society of crazies, man. Anarchy, Mad Max. People losing their fucking mind, man. The Purge movie series. I'm mentioning all that because going back to these visions that the brothers have, Jacob's trouble ain't sweet, man. Some Silent Hill, twisted metal type shit, like, it's like, it's gonna be crazy out here, brothers. But here we go. Ate the water, bro. Hey, Salaki, brother. We don't want that. That's good. But that word try in Revelation 3 and 10, I want it in the blue letter. We want to get that in the blue letter. Because the word try itself, it means to test. Like you test something out, you try something out, you testing it. You experience it, or it's an experiment. You try out, to try, to test, to experiment. But that word try itself, it means to pierce. Yeah, we want it in the blue letter, Baba Gashah. And we're gonna bring it back home to the main point of all this. Hey, bro, instead of stopping at Paida, go back to the word before that, because I want to say it's Pairon. Oh, you know what? Nah, this is it. Salakia. You did it. Hey, the brother did it. Hey, Benji, baby. Hey, Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? This is by Pillars of Benjamin. Hey, the water, brother. This is by Pillars of Benjamin. All right. Hey, this is it right here. Okay? Hey, the water, bro. Paida. This is the word for try in Revelation 3 and 10. Paida. From the base of Strong's G 4008. A4, baby. And what the beloved El Pastor Harvey saying. That's the Most High Charagma. That's the Most High Charagma. Let's go. Through the idea of piercing. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to pierce them that dwell upon the earth. The word try means pierce. Through the idea of piercing. We're reading it right now. Strong's G. Not H, because it's in the Greek. All right. Strong's G 4008 is Paida through the idea of piercing. Revelation 3 and 10. So the hour of temptation is the charagma. It's the charagma. They want to take that goddamn surgical needle out, stick it in you, and insert a C-hip in you. All right? There we go. You can't make this up, man. And Zaqan Kassad 444, he also put it up, ate the water, bro. Through the idea of piercing. But if Brother Ken Baba Gashab, we get a Revelation 13 and 16 down to 18. The point is in verse 18, and I may do a shorter video on this because I really want to show it, for what it is. Basically, for 666, when you read that in the Greek, it's Kai Psi Stigma. All right. Now, 6 is stigma. Stigma, it means to cut. The number 6 and everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. 6 means to cut. All right. In the Greek and in the Hebrew, which everything goes back to the Hebrew, Bible Shop, brother, can get those scriptures. Revelation 13 and 16 down to 18. The point is in 18. And like I said, I may do a shorter video on the topic itself. But basically, the sixth character in the Hebrew, you see the wa. All right. Wa. Wa is the sixth character. All right, look it up. Look it up. You know, wa is sixth character. Wa, it goes into a nail or to hang something up. You know, but really it goes to a nail, and it's another word. As far as hanging, you know, you have the word samak, which means support. Wa, it more so goes into a nail, and it's another word, but basically it means to cut. Wa means to cut. And you look it up, that's the sixth character in the Hebrew. Like, you can't make it up, man. It's like, goddamn it, how much proof do you need that the charagma is the C-hip? And at this point, really, to be honest, brothers, the body is just edifying itself, because these guys ain't going to be built up because they don't believe. And you know what? They're breaking the greatest commandment, the law of faith. They're going to die in their unbelief. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he, Esau, Edom, by way of this system, by way of his military, and he cause of all, he's going to make it mandatory. You had these different charagma stations. And he cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It should come upon all the world, right? The hour of temptation. Small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save, which means except he or she, because women going to be mandated to take it too, they had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, this beast system. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, 666 Chi Psi Stigma. Now, you look that up. For 666 is Chi Psi Stigma. Stigma literally means to cut. Okay? To make an incision. And it's even written within our law. You should not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. You look that word marks up. What tells you? Is that Leviticus? Is it 19? It's been a while since I read it. Leviticus 19 and 27 on down. You should not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. Marks. In the Hebrew is kwai, which means to cut, to make an incision. But right here, once again, Chi Psi Stigma. Stigma means to cut. The number 6, to cut. Dealing with the Hebrew alphabet. All right, the 6th character in the Hebrew. Okay, ba, ga, da, ha, wa. Wa. You look it up. It's a nail. You look the character up, it look like a nail. But it means to pierce. It reminds you of a nail or a stake. Okay? It's going to get very real out here, man. All y'all have been playing games. Once again, you mock this message. Well, that's going to be on you for not taking it serious. All right. Now, the brother Pillars of Benjamin. There we go, brother. Hey, Shalom. You know? Shout out to Benjamin, man. All right. Strong's definition, stigma. Because you got 666, the number 6 going to stigma. Stigma from a primary stezo, to stick, i.e. prick, which means what? To cut. A mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership, staking their claim. All right? There you go. For recognition of ownership. Even going back during slavery, once again, that Benjaminite Jake, they had an interview with the commanding general, Nathaniel. You know? He had the interview with you. He told you that Jacob's trouble is going to eclipse slavery. It's going to be worse than slavery. But this is the ultimate way that Esau Edom wants to put our people back into slavery permanently. Permanently. To lock your ass into this grid by putting that charagma in you. Okay? To show you that they own you, because going back during slavery, what would they do? They would separate your families, separate our families, and they even branded their slaves, man. You know? They will brand their slaves to show that they own them. They will brand you like cow, or excuse me, they will brand you like cattle. Oh, going back to that V word, I'm not going to say it because, you know, they may get me on the YouTube. But going back to that V word, y'all know what the V word is. The juice. Look up the etymology of that V word. And it goes back to, I believe, the Latin vaca. You know, a vaca, which means cattle or a cow. Because they look at you like animals. You know, you would give the juice or you would put a charagma in an animal or in cattle, you know? What they call people goyim. You know? You would hear a fucking Amalekite, you know what they call them, kikes, showing you that's them. And they fucking know it, you know? And you know, you're a damn devil, they'll be like, oh boy, what a goy. Like they see somebody they don't like, you know, he's a goy. But really, y'all the goy. Y'all the chief house of Satan, you know? But these people, they look at average human beings like cattle, and they want to brand you with a C-hip. And you got to think about it. We in the future, that prophecy is going to be hooked up. Like, hey, the way the Lord has things worded in the scriptures is worded like that to show his power. It ain't going to be a regular branding. Nah, it's going to be with technology. You know? A piece of technology they want to put in you. We in the future now. We in the future. I saw this one video. I didn't click on it, but it was a YouTube short showing you how they have an AI of that one rapper Drake. Once again, the future is very weird, you know? You got AI rappers and all this, you know, weird ass stuff. But you know what? Dealing with that prophecy comes off as weird. It comes off as sci-fi, right? But they really want to put that in you. You know? Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. Broken reed meaning a broken system. What's that one movie? Law Abiding Citizen. Law Abiding Citizen and the movie Dead Presidents with Lorenz Tate. They show you could do everything right in this society, but you still gonna be in the back. Like you don't win because this society's broken. This society's corrupt. And that movie Dead Presidents, oh boy, that was a hell of a movie. You know, which we don't advise Jake to, you know, steal from this system. You know, you gotta abide by the law, you know. Even though this man is wicked, You still gotta play the game, you know? You still gotta play ball. You know what I'm saying? This man world right now. And eventually the Lord gonna sweep him out the way, you know? But just showing you, hey, this society, it was made to be this way for right now. To the Lord destroy it. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed. You know, the staff of Pharaoh, you know, this system. Jay believe in his government. On Egypt, this the new Egypt. We're on if a man lean, meaning if you depend on this system, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Because that's the ultimate goal. You depending on this system, because Jake talking about voting. Like, goddamn it, when is a nigga gonna get tired of voting, man? It's the same system. The system gotta be destroyed, man. Because nothing's gonna change. And it's a spirit too, because the Lord had it to where our mayor down here in Jackson, the Lord had it to where, and I can't make this up. It's like showing you this is a movie, you know? This the Most High's movie, because the Lord had it to where I bumped to our mayor down here, you know, Chokeway. I bumped into him like at least 3 times. I bumped to that guy at least 3 times, you know? And I find that to be spiritual, you know? But, you know, I'm bumping into this guy, you know, and I'm respect him. You know, he a laid back Jake, but, and he may have good intentions, but the system is corrupt, you know? But it's like something out of a, you look at the damn Spider-Man movie out, but like, you can't make this up. Like, I'm bumping into the mayor, you know? But I bumped into him at least 3 times. First time was at the art museum, but I saw him a couple more times. Last time, at this Moabite spot, you know, I think I was doing Uber Eats or something like that. But you may have good intentions, but the system's corrupt. You can keep voting all day. Change not gonna come. Jake with Obama, boy. Ooh wee. You couldn't tell Jake nothing. Them goddamn niggas, you know. I remember it vividly because, you know, I was in Chicago around that time, and ooh wee. If you were prophesying during that time, you was in for it, man. Jake wanted to fight us. Jake keyed brothers' cars. And the Lord got all you niggas marked that did that shit too. The Lord didn't forget about that. Them niggas ready to kill us over Obama. And Obama failed you niggas, man. And well, Obama led the way with this whole alphabet gang. You know? He led the way with that bullshit, man. With that nasty marriage. All throughout Babylon. You know? But anyway, y'all thought change was coming. You know, the so-called black woman. And when I say so-called black, I mean so-called, you know, Afro-American, so-called African-American woman, West Indian and Haitian woman, shedding tears at the inauguration. Like he the Messiah, man. And you got some Jake that was saying that he was the Messiah. Where is Obama at now? You know? This place is done, man. And your man's Trump, he may or may not get back in office. Basically, we just gotta, you know, wait and see what the Lord is about to do. You know? We gotta wait and see what the Lord is about to do, but you know, your man Trump, he may get back up in there, but we'll wait and see what the Lord does, you know? But you know, Trump, he even had a speech about how they finally implemented the biometric entry exit visa tracking system. You know, but he was hidden about the charagma. But we'll wait and see what the Lord does, okay? But if you trust in this system, it's going to end with you C-hipped. All right? But yeah, that was the point on all that as far as, you know, us going into that, dealing with the charagma. I mentioned that because dealing with these different brothers' visions about the end, a lot of you Jake's babies was being tortured to death, man, in front of you. You had to live and see that shit. A lot of y'all was C-hipped. All right? And people you knew were C-hipped. And the thing is, the Lord had it to where we were around that, and it was bad. But the thing is, at least we understood it. At least we understood what was going on, man. All right. But yeah, I don't see any more precepts, and I'll fast forward, you know, to what I wanted to mention as far as linking the brother's visions to the vision I had. A common thing the elder YaSharWanBa vision had, the dark matter Yahweh had, and I had, dealing with those visions, you know, it dealt with Jake being locked up in concentration camps. You know, Esau Edom being very weird, very demented, very left field, and a spirit on Esau Edom where they were not stopping. Okay? Extremely sinister, extremely left hand, far left field with the wickedness. All right, they were not stopping. Okay. And another thing too, the reason why I mentioned Elder YaSharWanBa vision is because he mentioned in his vision somehow he ended up back in Oakland, you know. But I'm laughing to myself today because I'm like, man, like, you can't make this shit up. You know, I never thought that I'll be doing this particular type of job I got right now, where I'm actually driving down my old neighborhood, you know, because the elder made a point in his vision. He was actually back in Oakland where he used to live at. And I believe the Lord may do that, you know, with different brothers in y'all circumstances. You know, some brothers may end up, you know, where they were originally in Babylon. You know, I'm a living witness to that. You know, like driving down the whole neighborhood and all that. And I believe it's a reason for that. Ultimately, the Lord has us here to conquer, you know, conquer your past, you know, overcome your past, overcome past trauma, and, you know, seeing the end of all this shit, you know, your upbringing. Because the Lord could have had it to where, you know, I was in Chicago, or I could be somewhere else, but the Lord got it to where I'm back here. So wherever you are during the time of the end, you're meant to be there. Like, you're meant to be here right now, wherever you are, you know? But in my mind today, I'm like, man, you cannot make this shit up. I'm driving this damn bus, seeing IUIC them, and I'm driving down my old neighborhood, you know? But just meditating on how this shit about to go down. Seeing a lot of Jake families, you know, a lot of babies. And a lot of Jake gonna be cut off. But the end game is that there's victory in Yahweh Shai. The Lord already won, man. And for those people that don't make it, we gonna see them again anyway. So you can't be messed up by that. Like, this is not the end for us, but it's the end for E. Another thing too, with the Lord having me go a full circle, basically, you know, because I grew up down here, but I moved to Illinois, you know, after middle school. You know, I pretty much like had a new beginning moving to Illinois, and I was around northern tribes a lot, but I moved back down here, coming back to my roots, you could say. And basically it's a full circle, because now with me going, you know, looking at my past, like driving down my old neighborhood, I don't see Jake doing too bad like I used to. Now, you know, Jake doing bad now. Don't get it twisted. I see that. But now I'm seeing a lot more homeless Edomites. Now, I made a joke a while back, but really, it wasn't just a joke. You know, speaking about Edomites, you know, wearing some damn, what's them damn jeans they had? Jake used to wear them jeans, you know, in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Late 90s, early 2000s. Those Jabos. You know, that whole Jabot clothing. Jay used to wear that a lot, especially in the South. You know, that whole name brand, like a French name brand. But I kid you not, you know, we got a main highway down here called Highway 80. And you know, seeing, you know, this Edomite, basically you seeing the real nigga. Cause the whole enchantment or the spell, the witchcraft they put on us is that we the niggas, but they the real niggas. So, you know, you actually seeing an Edomite wearing them fucking jeans. He got the fucking fitted hat on, and he got the cigarette in his mouth. That's the real nigga. All right? It ain't us, brothers. You know? But I'm seeing Esau Edom doing bad now, bro. Like, you know, you got Jake that's getting on the bus, you know, that I'm driving, but Jake is doing all right. They going to their job or they coming from their job, but a lot of people that's getting on there that's homeless is really Edomites, you know? And oh, I saw this today. The Edomite woman, she was talking shit to a man, and I got off on that. Like I was laughing, you know? I mean, but you could damn near feel bad for the guy, but like, nah, that's an Edomite. I ain't gonna feel bad for him. Shit. Hey, cause you know, we gotta put up with how, you know, how the Lord cursed us. And the Lord turned our women against us because of our disobedience. Well, you know what? Now he gotta deal with that. You know? Yeah, the Edomite woman, she was all nice to me, you know, getting on the bus. But basically, I'm gonna say this too. We in a time where men gotta be real men, bro, because you don't want your woman speaking for you. Ain't no way in the fuck that woman should have been talking to me. Because I'm in my mind, I'm like, you know, well, I'm a bus operator, you know, this is my job. And that's their situation. I don't care what they do. Long as they pay that fucking bus fare. You know what I'm saying? Because she had paid for both of them. But we in the time, brothers, like we gotta be men, you know? We gotta pray for that spirit of manliness, because you letting your woman call shots, or, you know, your woman leading you, because that Edomite man was in a position of his woman leading him. She was doing all the talking. She shouldn't have been saying shit to me. He should have been talking. And he should have paid. Because you don't want to put your woman on the forefront, and that's something that is very dangerous. There's going to be a lot of sex trafficking, a lot of, you know, kidnapping, people being held hostage during Jacob's trouble. Okay? It's going to be a lot of that. They show you series like The Walking Dead, you know? Things like that actually going to be happening, brothers. But, I'm going to get this. And I'm going to, you know, speak about a few more things, man. Get ready to close it out. You know, been an hour and 28 minutes, you know. But, you know, we're going to get ready to close it out, though. You know, the point has been proven. All right. Deuteronomy 30:7 by Warrior for YaSharWanBa. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Heavenly Father, your power will put all these curses upon your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you. So they gonna feel it, man. And they gonna feel it with no way out. All right? But yeah, just seeing that situation, you know, driving down my old neighborhood, like, man, I cannot make this shit up. The Lord got me seeing IUIC them. And it wasn't no beefing them like that. They doing their thing. They teaching. I'm just passing by. I'm a pilgrim. I'm just passing by. That's it. You know, making my stops. But, you know, Edomite couple got on the bus. The woman pretty much is leading this man. And it's a sad case because during Jacob's trouble, you don't want that shit at all. All right? Especially among Israel. Now, Esau, Edom, y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do. Y'all not our people. But dealing with our people, as far as these different Israelite households, they need to be led the right way, because we're coming into a very dangerous time. All right? And as far as these different Israelite camps, you don't need to have your woman out at the camp. You know? No, Jake, no. Now, we saw that one time in Memphis, okay? And brothers can tell you, you know, I want to say we was on Bill, you know, we just walking down the street or whatnot. But you had an Israelite camp out there. I'm not sure if they're still out there teaching. I'm not sure who they're affiliated with, you know, if they're an offshoot camp or whatever the case may be. But you had two men out there, and they were standing out there with their women. And Jake just out there, man, you know, wearing some damn flip-flops and, you know, got their women out there with them at the camp. But, you know, we thinking like, man, what if something happens out here? You put your women on the forefront. Your women, they gonna get caught up in this shit. You got them fucking flip-flops on. How you gonna How you gonna run? You know, Salak, man. You know, but Jake, you know, Jake, you know, we got to think. You know what I'm saying? We got to think. We can't be out here winging it, man. Because a lot of Jake just coming out here teaching, like, you got to know what you're doing when you come out here, man. You know, you don't put your women out there on the forefront, and we out here at war. You know, we're in a war, brothers. And Esau, Edom gonna show that. They gonna show that pure hatred they got for our people, man. You know, going back to the brothers' visions, I'm gonna fast forward now because I want to speak about what I had, the links to what they had. You know, now to link it to their visions, you know, Elder YaSharWanBa and Dark Matter Yahweh. Now in 2020, I had, you know, I left, you know, one of my old jobs pretty much because of you know, a bodily injury. Due to me working the job so much, it started breaking my body down. So I left that job and I just started doing rideshare full time. And I ended up going down to Baton Rouge. And I had 2 dreams. I had one dream, then I woke up and the dream continued. You know, so you can say it was a reoccurring dream. All right. And it was dismal, bro. It was shit. it was out there, you know. But it reminds me of Elder YaSharWanBa and Dark Matter Yahweh. Basically, 2 visions. The second one's more comforting, all right? But the first vision, it was terrible, bro. Like, we was in a camp, all right? I'm not sure who I was around, but there was a group of us brothers. We was in a concentration camp. And all I could say, we was in a hallway. It was all white around us. And basically all you could see is doors. You could see doors on both sides of you. We pretty much in the hallway. We was chained up on the floor, sitting down. All right. And it was very demonic, man, because all we could see was on the side of us. You know, you can look to your right, look to your left. You see people chained up on both sides of the hallway, if I'm not mistaken. But I know on our side, like, you can see people chained up. But all you can hear is fucking screams, man. Okay? Loud ass screams. Loud ass, grown ass men screaming. And it reminded me of that movie, The Island, with what's that one Jake from Green Mile? I know he had passed, you know. Big Jake, real big Jake. I want to say played in the movie Green Mile, but you got the movie The Island that dealt with people being cloned so their organs could be harvested for the super rich. Only reason why I'm mentioning that damn movie, because that one Jake from the movie Green Mile, basically he was snatched up and he was being pulled by his damn ankles. And all that, man, like, all you can hear him saying is, I want to live. I want to live. And basically that's the vibration I got from hearing these screams in this concentration camp in this vision. Grown ass fucking men screaming. Grown men, grown women, young men, young women, babies. And every once in a while, there would be a face, a head that would peep out that door. They would peep out those doors to look at you, to let you know, yeah, it's happening. And basically it was an Edomite face. It was an Edomite doctor with a fucking white coat on with some gloves. They remind me of that vision the brother Dark Matter Yahweh had, and it remind me of the vision Elder YaSharWanBa had, where your babies were being tortured, man. And there wasn't shit you could do about it. Okay? And made me want to cry. Like, you know. But I mean, you know, ultimately, after thinking about the vision so damn much, it comes to a point to where you just realize the judgment of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. Because scriptures say, mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Because ultimately, you grateful at the water Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai that is not you. That's what it is. It's war. It's warfare. The water Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai that is not you. You know? You hate for it to be them, but to be honest, it's war rather than you. That's the vibration you get from this dream, man. Because to be honest, I think it's the same damn dream. I just think that what the Lord did, he made it to where different brothers had it. But I think it's the same damn dream, you know? Because that's, especially like today, I've been seeing the number 7 a lot, you know? I think it's the same dream, brothers. But we was in the hallway. I can't tell you what all brothers was there. I just know a group of us brothers in the hallway. We was all chained up, and it was all white in the hallway. Like, you know, we was in a white facility. At least in the hallway, it was white. But you can see doors on both sides of you, and every once in a while, you would see a man with some fucking glasses on, but it was an Edomite doctor. And basically, it was sick. Basically, like his face would morph to where you could see the demon in him, or you could see that he's the demon. You know, he's the demon that has the green light to torture these people that's in that fucking room with him. And all you can hear is screams. So he'll peep out that room. The face, what's that movie? They Live, where you can put them fucking shades on and you can see the people are pretty much demons, you know? Ain't no damn reptilians, all right? Edomites are a bunch of devils, you know? But hey, that's how it was. Like when that man would peep his face out, you would see that he's the demon that has the green light to torture Israelites. All right? And I woke up from that dream eventually. You know what I'm saying? I went back to sleep. I woke up, you know, I prayed, but I went back to sleep. And it continued where it left off at, in a camp, you know, but somehow getting out the camp. I'm not sure how we got up out of there, but basically, it's like everything started rewinding, pretty much. Before the camp, before all hell broke loose, and we was in a carnival. Okay? We was in a carnival, and I was, you know, I was with my seed, you know, in a vision, you know. But you know, walking with my seed, you know what I'm saying, with my little one, and basically we're all in a carnival, you know what I'm saying, like just people just out in a carnival, or you could say a county fair, but it's light outside, but all of a sudden it got dark, and the fair started slowly shutting down, you know. The different businesses at the fair, the different kiosks, everything started locking up, and all of a sudden you start seeing like people dressed as what they call them, like creepy clowns, you know. And it started being, it had like a very, how can I say, a very dark presence in the air, and it was thick. It was thick to where you could feel it. It was very dark outside, man. You know, in a spiritual sense to what was going on outside. You know, but basically it was a vibe in that vision. Man, I just want me and my son to get the hell up out of here. Like, you know, we need to get the fuck up out of this situation. You know, and eventually everybody was looking up, and people started pointing up in the air, and everybody started seeing so-called UFOs, but they was in the form of orbs. How the northern tribe said, ovnis, you know. But you know, so-called UFOs, you know, chariots, they just showed up. And first it was one, but then it split into 3, and basically it looked like they transformed into bats or something. But basically people started getting attacked by them chariots, and even me and my seed got, you know. I had looked it up after I woke up, because I woke up scared, like, you know, like, man, shit, like, did we get messed up, you know? But basically I looked up what bats mean in a dream, and it means rebirth, you know. So I felt more positive after the fact. But that was like our only way out in the vision, because it was so dark at that carnival, which I think that carnival represent America. That carnival or that fair, I think it represented America, you know. Which I know this one's a little, you know, this one's different from the former dream, you know. And I have other dreams I can speak about. I'm not gonna do it in this video here. You know, we've been going for 1 hour and 40, so I'm gonna sum it up in a minute. But basically, I believe dealing with that second vision, it was just showing you how very soon the fun and games gonna be over, and we're gonna be in Jacob's trouble, man. And the only way out is that the Lord deliver us. That's the only way out, you know. But you know, I pray I hope this is edifying. No, this is, you know, pretty much all over the place, you know. We're gonna end with this though in the book of the prophet Jeremiah, you know, Yeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That he is the elect, okay? Because, to be honest, brothers, our people through, man, you know? I mean, it ain't no saving everybody. You can't save everybody. And that's something that we learned coming into the truth too. Because when you first wake up, you know, you had that zeal on you to tell everybody and they mama, hell, everybody and your mama. Like, you would tell everybody about the truth, but then you mature to the point to where you realize it's the reason why the Lord brought me into this thing. And you got to work out your own salvation. But we can't save everybody, man. And you got to keep that tunnel vision, you know. We got to pray to stay plugged into our power source, stay connected to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because of his judgments. They're horrific. And the thing is, it's going to be so bad if we not in the spirit, you can lose it, you know. And we don't want that. You know, the most important thing we have right now is our sanity, being in our right minds. But the judgments the Lord gonna bring on 2/3 of our people, it can make you fucking go crazy if you're not in the spirit, man. When you seeing babies tortured to death, Esau Edom in a damn Ku Klux Klan spirit, burning you jakes on their front lawn, hanging and burning your ass on crosses, you know. Bro, it's going to be a sick, crazy time, man. Edomites chaining your ass up to a tow truck, you know, dragging your ass in the street with chains on the back of the truck, you know, from the back of the truck. Ain't no telling, and you know, that's why we just need to stay connected, man. Because you don't even want to see or hear about some of these judgments, you know? And some of it you're going to see anyway, but I'm going to say this, though. For those of the people that been offending y'all, for you hopeful elect out there, the judgments the Lord gonna bring on them, you don't want to see it and you don't even want to hear about it. You don't even want to know about it, man. You can find out about that in the kingdom. The judgments the Lord gonna bring on them. All right. But I'm gonna close it out, bro. You know, that's basically the point. Destruction is coming, but salvation coming too, man. It's all written. Okay. And it's gonna be all right in the end. For those our people that's not gonna make it on this side, their story is written, and you're gonna see them again too. You know, you're gonna see them again. But ultimately, we want to be with the Lord and with the body. You know what I'm saying? The believers. It's about the body of the believers, man. Okay. So with that, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashim Kakudash, double honor to our elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstones, still well. Peace, blessed, the elect. Shalom.